Hi everyone, Kenfinity here, and here's my review of Quiz Show, directed by Robert Redford, starring John Turturro, Ralph Fiennes, Rob Morrow, Paul Schofield, David Paymer, Hank Azaria, Christopher McDonald, Jolene Carlo, Elizabeth Wilson, Alan Rich, Mira Sorvino, George Martin, Paul Guffoli, and Griffin Dunn. Great cast, really is. And this film takes place in 1958. And we meet this understood and dedicated detective who's getting this amazing model from this car dealership. And we see this bank lock everything down for the night. And then we go straight to NBC, where 21 is filmed every week. And we see how the host, Jack, he's always preparing by having his mouth more than warmed up. And we see the established producers making sure that the contestants will say everything, TV ready. And they have a very famous, sponsor who's watching it on them. And his girlfriend says the rudest thing about Rupert Stemple, who's an amazing contestant who knows everything, super smart, right? And so the first show goes well. And then we see behind the scenes how the main producer is wanting, even more of the, high ratings for NBC. They want even higher ratings. Because, all the three networks back then were, cranking out as many programs as possible. Especially game shows. But they're some of the most obscure, unstoppable game shows you gotta watch. So, a very famous professor, whose father is also a very famous professor. The young but very, esteemed professor Charlie Van Dorn is watching, Charles Van Dorn, everyone calls him Charlie, is watching 21 with his friends and family. When his father is also figured out, as being interested, but he just wants to go back into all, because he literally recites quotes all the time. It's amazing. And so Charlie gets an idea, and in the meantime, Herbert, did good on his first round, can't give much away. And so he's back with his wife, wants him, to keep making money, and that you are Herbert Stemple. The entire country saw you. But Herbert feels like he's kind of a smuck, not getting the full NBC treatment. Can you believe it? And he's teaching his son some smart things, everything trivia, amazingly. And one of the producers wants Herbert to say an answer that's not the right answer. Because these two producers, they're the main reason why this is an amazing drama crime film. Because they want, they want to boost up the ratings. Come on. So one of the producers, and then we'll be right here, wants Herbert to say the wrong answer for the award, for the award winning for Best Picture, 1955, winner. Like, it's such an easy question. Because they want to boost the ratings, right? Like, why an easy question? Oh, yeah, so this is so unorthodox, right? Like, they're trying to get these ratings. So these two producers are trying to get these questions, fixed so they could get these ratings. So it's only because these two producers that this nonsense happens. They want to get these ratings and everything. And it's when Charlie comes into the studio, he's interested in, being a part of 21. He talks to the two producers who shouldn't be doing this nonsense. And then Jack passes by and says, why would the Van Dorn want to do this, And then our detective who was buying this amazing model, his name is Dick Goodwin. And he's very old school. He's so cool. And he likes a good Reuben sandwich. You see, you watch it, starts working on figuring out why is Herbert Stemple so mad. Because, he has this huge argument with the producers and everything, right? And so Dick has to investigate what is going on with 21. You know, he meets with Charlie, who's been on the show a few times. And now they want to give Charlie the answers. Because they're trying to boost the ratings. It's these two producers. Get out of here. So it's literally just because of these two smuck producers, these joker producers, trying to fix the ratings. So they're making up, they're making up who gets it right, who gets it wrong. No. That cannot be on the Wheel of Fortune. That's not good. So, Dick, he talks to Herbert, his wife, his dedicated wife. And, Herbert tells him, that he is just the smartest victim of circumstance and everything. Then there's some more evidence. And then, he comes to the big party for Professor Mark and Charles' esteemed father. Things seem great. But, they found all this evidence that they did do this. And Charlie did oblige by, saying the answers and everything. So they got to go to court. I can't give much away. And it's a very heart-wrenching outcome. Because he's a professor. The lineage is amazing. And his smartness, his skills are amazing. But he has to do what the legal system has for him to do. And it's an amazing progressing crime drama. It's a really good progressing crime. Because it starts off 21. It's the night showing of 21, right? But it just progresses to how this nonsense gets into everyone's personal lives. Come on. Gets all over NBC, and how it just ruins these lives, And I can't give much away, of course, but it's really well done. And it's really slow, it's really good at building the anticipation. Because, most of it's pretty breezy, of how they need to stop doing this. And how Charlie has an amazing life as a professor. And he's a nice person. He just got flummoxed by these producer chumps. So as these producers get out of broadcasting everywhere. These producers who came up with the scheme. Because they wanted to boost the ratings, right? So they shouldn't have done it. But it was very good to see what happened in the outcome at the court hearing and everything. It's a very good, just, you gotta keep your eyes on it. Drama. Because it seems kind of mundane for a while, but it really does build up. And it's just really well acted. All the actors did an amazing job. And I'm surprised. This is my first time hearing about this amazing film. It's really well paid. You find out how they overcome these smug producers, and they're doing this cockamamie scheme. You see more of why they do this, but it's ratings, baby. They want ratings, But they shouldn't have done this nonsense on NBC. So it's really good. And it's very well directed by an amazing director, who's known more as an actor. Yeah, it just really shows how, television has to be monitored by all of the officials and hire the most law-abiding producing champions, So it was amazing. Yes, Wonderstone Wonderful. I would have liked to see a little bit more of Herbert and Charlie, preparing, when they're really working to get the questions right. And more of how the producers are trying to go through this nonsense scheme. And a little bit more of the personal lives to just show, how their lives get altered because of this even more. But it was really well done. I'm so surprised I've never heard of it. It's got an amazing cast. It's well acted. It's well paced. It's an amazing film. It's really well done. Thank you so much for watching. Got some amazing videos coming up. We end off the season. That's all I'm going to say, of course. And there's much everyone who's subscribing and everyone who likes my comments and everything. That's awesome. I just love, doing different references and stuff. So please keep checking everything out. Please like, subscribe, please notification bell. And when all new videos come out, and these videos, so when all new videos will come out, and these videos will last infinity.